Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Nurul Eleni binti Azmi and I choose this topic Salient Shariah issue in the contemporary application of Murabahah. What is Murabahah? Murabahah is one of the most widely used contracts in Islamic finance. It refers to a cost plus profit sale where the seller discloses the original cost of the item and adds a clearly agreed profit margin. This contract is used as a Sharia compliant alternative to interest-based loans, especially in asset financing. In a typical Murabahah arrangement, the Islamic bank purchases a specific item requested by the customer and then resells it to the customer at a markup price. The payment is usually made in installments. This process ensures that the bank takes ownership and risk of the asset before selling it, which is a key Sharia requirement. Example, you want to buy a laptop. The Islamic bank buys it for 2,000 and then sell it to you for 2,300. You pay in monthly installment, no interest involved, just a transparent profit. It is not a loan but a sale contract with profit, following Islamic principles, no riba. What is rukun in Murabahah? Seller, buyer, merchandise of goods, price and sirah, ijab and qabul. Besides that, it have two issues that I studied in Murabahah, which is tawid and ibrah. First, what is tawid? Tawid means a compensation fee that the bank can charge a customer who delays payment, but only to cover actual losses like admin costs. Why it becomes an issue? Tawid becomes an issue in Islamic finance because of the risk that it may look like riba, interest. This is because looks like a penalty. Even if it is called compensation, some say it still feels like a late payment charge, just like in conventional banking. In Islam, making extra money just because someone is late in paying is not allowed. We call that riba. Banks must prove real cost, example admin fees, but sometimes it is hard to calculate fairly and clearly. Some institutions may overuse tawid and treat it like a normal fine or hidden profit. So, the resolution for the issues is tawid is only allowed to the extent of actual costs or losses suffered by the financier due to late payment. For example, is administrative costs. If an additional penalty beyond tawid is stipulated, the excess must be channeled to charity and not retained by the financier. This is referred to as gharama and helps defer late payment without violating Shariah. In Malaysia, Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) provides guidelines through the Shariah standards on late payment charges, ensuring that Islamic banks follow compliant procedures. Second issue is ibrah. What is ibrah? Ibrah refers to the rebate given by the bank to customers who repay the financing in advance based on the sale and purchase contract. Ibrah is an Arabic term in Islamic finance that means waiver or forgiveness of a right to claim something that is owed, usually a debt or payment. It is a voluntary act by one party, usually the creditor, to relinquish their right of a part or all of what is due from another party, the debtor. Why it become an issue? Supposed to be voluntary, ibrah means forgiving part of a debt. In Islam, it should be given willingly, not forced or promised in the contract. For example, problem. Some banks make it automatic, which goes against the idea of a gift. Second, looks like interest, riba. Sometimes banks says, if you pay early, we give you a discount. This sounds like charging more for late payment, which is like riba, and that is not allowed in Islam. Third, is not always clear to customers. Some banks don't explain clearly how much ibrah will be given. This makes customers confused or feel unfair treated. The resolution for ibrah on rebate for sale-based financing is the bank must inform the customer that they will get a rebate if they pay early. This avoids confusion or disputes later. In Malaysia, Bank Negara Malaysia (BNM) requires Islamic banks to give ibrah for early settlement of financing. The conclusion for tawid and ibrah in Islamic finance is both tawid, late payment compensation, and ibrah, rebate or waiver, are important tools to ensure the fairness and justice in financial contracts while staying Sharia compliant. Tawid is allowed only to recover actual loss from late payment, not to punish or profit, and must be controlled by clear guidelines. Ibrah is a voluntary rebate often given for early payment in sale-based contracts like Murabahah. It reflects the spirit of generosity and transparency in Islamic transactions. Assalamualaikum and thank you. Bye.